In section 2 of module 8, we begin to talk about multi-domestic and global strategies. So let's start with what a multi-domestic industry is. Well, it's an industry that's characterized by a bunch of self-contained markets. So each individual market is distinct. Versus a global industry, well, that's where the competitive conditions across all countries are interlinked. And so kind of oil and gas is the kind of typical example of a global industry, whether you're drilling for oil and gas in the Gulf of Mexico or in Venezuela, right? The market and the structures and whatnot for exploring for oil and gas are basically the same. So then we talked about standardization and adaptation. So standardization is when a firm produces a standard product kind of worldwide across all the markets that it competes within. And adaptation occurs when a firm generates kind of specific products for each specific market. So it has this locally adapted product for each market that it operates in. So then if we combine multi-domestic industries with a adaptation strategy, we get what we call a multi-domestic strategy. And this is essentially firms that compete in a multi-domestic industry tend to use an adaptation strategy, right? They tend to adapt their products to each of the specific markets in which they operate in. So that's the multi-domestic strategy. The global strategy is for firms that operate in a global industry. They tend to use the standardization practice. So they tend to standardize their products across all markets that they operate within. And so a great example of this is Philips and Matsushita. And so Philips is a technology company that adapts all of its products to specific markets that it operates within. Whereas Matsushita is a technology company that essentially produces a standardized product and follows a standardization approach, produces a similar product for all the markets that it operates in.